This is going to be a webinar on a topic that's near and dear to my heart, and that is supplementation. Hopefully you've watched the webinar on nutrition and you're also following the workouts that I've laid out for you in the F16 Fitness program. Those are critical parts of your overall fitness picture. I truly believe that supplementation is also a very key component. Frequently overlooked, kind of a controversial topic for some, but as a fitness professional, someone who's been involved in the industry of training not only pilots, soldiers, athletes, and fitness enthusiasts and just normal fitness folks for years, I have a background of a master's degree in human performance and physical education, and I've literally tried every supplement out there myself. I speak from a position of experience on a lot of these. None of the illegal stuff, okay? We're just talking about stuff that you can buy at a local nutrition store or a GNC, but it can make a critical difference in your overall performance as long as it's incorporated into an overall fitness picture. And that is truly how I teach about supplements. They are key components of a more holistic approach to nutrition, fitness, and exercise. There is not one single product you can take on a consistent basis that, if you don't have the other key components in place, will yield the kind of results that you're looking for. So with that being said, let me build what I kind of call this house of health. This is how I like to teach not only about supplementation, but the overall picture. Foundation of our house, like any good house, starts with our macronutrients. And our macronutrients are proteins, fats, and carbs, okay? And those are the things that you're going to get from your food sources. By far, the most important thing you do is make decisions on what food you will put into your mouth each day. That is your number one thing that's going to affect your overall fitness, are the foods that you eat. And I encourage you to download our approved food list, watch the little webinar that we put together on nutrition, and you'll have a great idea of how to take care of that. The next step in your foundation, though, are micronutrients. Micronutrients are the key elements, vitamins, and minerals that come from your foods if you eat perfectly every day. I can tell you I'm an extremely disciplined person, and I don't even come close to eating perfectly every day. So I do take a very comprehensive micronutrient. Usually this is a packet of some vitamins and minerals. Hopefully you use the higher end sources. I won't recommend specific products on this webinar, but certainly if you contact me, I'm always willing to share with people the products of all the different ones I've used, the ones I've kind of ended up using personally. But I think it's very important that you take a micronutrient supplement daily or twice daily, depending on which product it is that you're using. The next part of the foundation, and I literally put this in the foundation category, are your omega-3, or we could even say healthy fats. Although fats are a part of your macronutrients, right down there, it is tough to consume them in the quantity that you need. Unless you live in Alaska and you are pulling those salmon out of the river or out of the ocean on a daily basis, I think it's very important that you supplement with some healthy fats. They do amazing things for your organs, for your joints, for your longevity, for your heart. It's just really good stuff. The ones that I take are incorporated with my micronutrient for simplicity, but when you put these together, these three things form the foundation, okay, for your house of health. I'm going to follow along here with the guide that hopefully you're able to download via Major Krishna there. We're going to look to build the top now, and there's two of them that we have up here that are extremely important on our roof. This side is rest and recovery. I'm going to put R and R. Could call it rest and relaxation, but rest and recovery. It's very important that you get adequate sleep and that you give your muscles a chance to recover. The way I've built the routines, they're meant to be done in a sequence, so you're not hammering the same body parts every day. You got to give your muscles the opportunity to rest and recover. I do incorporate a little bit of stretching and yoga, and eventually we're going to have an F16 Fitness video that does strictly some of the yoga piece. It was a little tough to embrace that with my fighter pilot ego initially, but once I started recognizing the benefits of some regular meditation, relaxation, yoga, proper rest, really makes sense for you to do that. So, obviously on a military base here, you'll get a little bit of announcements, but we don't let those distract us. So the next side that we have here is hydration. And yes, I mean water, and lots of it. always have my water with me, and constantly drinking that water helps a lot of the processes in your body, as well as helping to curb your appetite, keep you nice and fit. Okay, so those are our top two there. Then at the core of our house of health, right here in the middle, is our exercise program. And there are some good ones out there. Okay, I happen to like our F16 Fitness videos because they're inexpensive. You can do them anywhere. They're concise and they work. But whatever fitness program that you follow, I suggest you follow it diligently, stick with it, and recognize that regular daily exercise is something you'll do for the rest of your life, literally until you perish. And I've worked with Jack LaLanne and some of these older fitness professionals. They exercised until the day they died. So they didn't have deteriorating health later in life. They didn't end up in a nursing home. They lived a vibrant life until one day it was just their time and the light bulb went out. And that is how I hope each of you wants to go out. Not deteriorating health in your old age, but living vibrantly even in your last days. So the part of the key to that is this last little piece right here that I call mindset. So right up here at the pinnacle of the whole thing is mindset. That is your attitude, your positive mental attitude, not only toward life, but toward your fitness, your nutrition, and everything. So there you go, there's your house of health. Now where do the supplements fit in? They are the pillars, okay? And I'm going to build these pillars for you one at a time. This is not a completely exhaustive list, but it will cover the main ones you need to know. The first pillar I talked about in here is protein, okay? If you're going to build lean muscle, you've got to supplement with some protein. And when I talk about building lean muscle, people panic right away and they think, I don't want to gain weight. What lean muscle does is not increase your overall body weight, it increases your body's resting metabolism. If you think about thoroughbred horses or sprinters or athletes with a lot of lean muscle, they have very high resting metabolism, very low body fat. You're not going to get to that extreme. You're not on the program they're on, but it is going to benefit you to build lean muscle in your body. You've got to supplement with some protein to do that. I usually do that via a protein shake daily after my workout. If I'm really trying to build muscle, sometimes I'll do one a little bit later in the evening. And we can get into the specifics if you contact me about which brand and whether casein or whey, but I think the important thing is to recognize that you need a little extra protein when you're exercising, and as I said, you're going to exercise indefinitely, so I would always supplement with a little bit of protein. Next one, and this is a very interesting and emerging category, are pre and post workout drinks. Let's talk a little bit about a pre and during workout drink. Most of these are called NO drinks, okay? What they do is they increase your vascularity a little bit. They use ingredients like L-arginine. You'll notice in a lot of the F16 fitness videos, I have one of those said drinks right there. It's usually a powdered drink, a lot of great flavors, not too much sugar, although some sugar before and during your workout is not bad for energy. But what they do is they increase your energy and your vascularity, allowing you to get more blood to your muscles. So it's going to increase the effectiveness of your workouts. Only caution I'll give you, some of them are pretty loaded up with caffeine. You want to be careful, particularly if you have heart issues. I'm not a huge fan of megadosing caffeine, so kind of keep an eye on that ingredient as you look at your pre-workout drinks. Post-workout, okay, talked about building some muscle. I am a huge fan of creatine. Creatine should always be in your post-workout drink. Creatine will literally help your body to generate more ATP. That's the energy that gives your muscles that firing power, and it will benefit you. I find about 80% of people benefit from creatine. 20% of people that don't benefit doesn't harm them in any way. But you'll figure out pretty quickly experimenting with a little bit of creatine in your post-workout drink whether or not it's working for you. All right, the next pillar is recovery. Lots of times this will be incorporated with the post-workout drink, but there's a lot of great amino acids out there that will help you in terms of recovery, as well as your omega-3s. There's a lot of different things you can do in terms of recovery supplements, and do a little research online and take a look at it. One of the recovery ingredients, I just want to double check on there. I didn't put it in here, but glutamine is a fantastic supplement that I found in terms of my joints and with recovery is great, which is a nice segue into the next pillar, which is joint health. Glucosamine, chondroitin, MSM. If you've been around the supplement industry at all, those are ingredients you've heard a lot about. And I have found that there are a couple products out there that work great. I've had my knees operated on due to sports I played when I was younger and still trying to ski a little too aggressively periodically. But imagine that, fighter pilots trying to ski aggressively. These joint products, there's some fantastic ones out there that also have some anti-inflammatory benefits as well as helping to restore some cartilage. Okay, thermogenics. This is kind of a risky category. Fat burners. Your pre-workout drink is going to have some of those components, but if you really want to target weight loss, it's worth looking into fat burners. There was an ingredient on the market years ago called ephedra, and it's interesting, ephedra got pulled from the market. It was a little controversial. It accounted for far less health incidents or deaths than even regular Tylenol. But the prescription drug companies were not a fan. They hate it when an over-the-counter product works well because it cuts into their market share. There are some good fat burners out there. I just urge you to exercise caution. Make sure you consult a physician and make sure you monitor your heart rate if that's a concern of yours. I have used them periodically over the years to cut a little bit for photo shoots and competitions and such, and I can tell you that there are some that work and work well. Energy drinks and energy supplements are kind of in the same category. I shy away from most of those. A lot of them are a little heavy on sugar and caffeine, but there are some decent ones out there. In a pinch, Red Bull and things like that, not a big fan, but there are some energy drinks and energy supplements that are worth looking into. The last category I'll talk about specifically is digestive health and detox. I am a fan of digestive type products where you're increasing the healthy bacteria in your body. You can do that with yogurt. The Greek yogurt I talked about is great. It's also worth supplementing, particularly when you're consuming protein or changing your diet or traveling. Those can be really great products to kind of help with your digestive health, to get that going. Periodically, I will do a detox about once a year. There's some different cleanses and detox out there. It's another kind of controversial subject, so do your own research on that. It is something that I utilize on about a once-a-year basis to kind of help cleanse and detox my body. All right, another couple of pillars that I won't put up here, I'll just mention. Immune function. Whether you use echinacea or some of the other products out there, there's some herbal products that are still kind of in the research phase that are very good to help bolster your immune function, whether you're changing climates, traveling, possibly a little bit worn down due to work, or just have things that have kind of depressed your immune system that can help out. And then there's women and men specific products. Products for women's hormonal health primarily, and products for men that help to positively impact their prostate health. I've seen some great research and some good products come out in both those categories in recent years. All right, what I'm going to do now is just kind of wrap it up and tie our whole house of health together. Remember, most important is down here at the foundation, your macronutrients, your proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. The food that you eat is the most important thing. A daily micronutrient, whatever one it is you take, be consistent with it and recognize it's going to help to fill in some of the gaps from not eating perfectly all the time. Omega-3 type supplement or healthy fats, something to really kind of help get that anti-inflammatory benefit of all those omega-3s in your body on a consistent basis. Rest and recovery, hydration. Keeps the roof over house. It's important. Exercise is right in here at the core, and then keeping a healthy mindset. As you incorporate the protein, pre-workout, post-workout, fat burner, energy, joint health, all the different things in there, recognize none of these should even be in your consideration until your foundation is firmly in place, your roof is firmly in place, your mindset is right, you've been on an exercise program consistently, and now you're looking to tweak it and improve it a little bit. When you get to that point and you have specific questions, please reach out to me. Be more than happy to have a discussion via email or telephone with you, dialogue, and help you figure out some exact things you can do to tweak your program a little bit. But recognize the most important is to eat well, rest and recovery, hydration, exercise, and mindset, and then you can worry about the details. I hope this helped clear up the world of supplementation for you a little bit. As always, I sincerely appreciate your time and energy that you put into this F16 Fitness program. It's a privilege to serve you, and please don't hesitate to share the blessing of better health with those that you care about. Until next time.